I apologise for the background noise, but needs must. I'm a man on the move. Anyway, I'm really enjoying doing the road trip videos, and I think a lot of people are. This one covers Andre West and some of the work he's done before the interview that we did, back to Tilde, through Kharkiv, and on my way to Kyiv to meet Yaroslava. The fundraiser is going really, really well for the charging stations, and I'm probably less than 5-10 grand off from my goal of 80 units. This morning I made a deposit of 30k. By next week I should have some of those units in my hand. So I'll be back in Ukraine before Christmas and dropping them off. Thank you for your support, really. And here the first video. It's the last patrol that we bought this year. One for Nika, one for Yaroslava, and then Tilde stole one and gave it to Azov. But I finally got the proof video. Thanks for your support, guys.
Hello, Mr. Brandon. My name is Sergey. I am an Azov medical service officer. Thank you for this vehicle. It's pretty nice. Thank you for your support.
Hey guys, I've got 15 power stations right now. I'm here in Kramatorsk. Tilde's just working in the warehouse. I'm gonna split the units with her, and I have the opportunity over the next week. Well, the next 3 weeks I have the opportunity to buy 70 more units at heavily discounted prices. So anybody that has supported, thank you. If you want to support, please do. I'd like to continue with this initiative. We've been very successful. So this is 15 units. I gave up one today to Pasha's mom. So that's 46 units we've bought so far since I started this initiative, 30 earlier in the year. I have the opportunity to buy them effectively at half the price of EcoFlow. And as more supply will come, I'll buy more. Maybe we can shoot for 200. So support when you can, donate when you can. I'm really grateful. Holy shit, that's the Andre West mobile. He just passed me. His camouflage is mud. It works. Yeah, let's see if we can catch up to Andre. He's a good German boy. He has not left Donbas at least in 2 years, I think. Nice. Do anything on the other end of town where you go up the hill towards Chasiv Yar?
Tried, but the administration just lied to us so much that it was impossible to do the work.
Shame. It's a kind of an important road.
So you see we have like this wavy structure in it right now.
Yeah.
That's because we have to do maintenance on this.
You'll put the filament on that in the next couple of days, maybe?
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow we do the maintenance. We remove everything that's not solid.
Yeah.
So that's it, it's not solid. That's material that is not going to stay in there. This is how that asphalt looks like. It just takes a lot of time until it becomes solid, and we struggle a little bit with bad material quality. Because the good material is always with administrations. And but we start chip sealing in a few days, and then we will have really, really good patches that can last maybe up to 5 years right now.
No shit. But you also do the drainages as well.
Yeah, so...
Have you done a drainage here?
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of our more experimental drains.
Okay.
Our regular drains look like this here. It's just a channel for the water to go through and nothing more.
Yeah, but they don't build them, and then the water builds up here and the road washes out.
Yeah, so the problem is basically all of this here is material that built up over many years that should be gone this entire length of the road. But we don't have a tractor, we don't have a front loader, we don't have any heavy equipment, so this is the only thing we can do, but it works. This piece of road here was completely flooded. This is one of the first roads that we worked without cold asphalt.
Yeah.
It is.
You started with nothing, with
We
shovels.
started with nothing but our T4, not even a trailer. We didn't even have a trailer, and aggregate, because our cold asphalt is in Kyiv. It's difficult to get there and it's expensive. This is way cheaper. Yes, it's lower quality. Yes, it takes a lot of time until it's very solid. But this issue we have solved in the next few days, this or next week, and then it's on the same level as cold asphalt, but at like half the price or even less than that. So yeah, this is asphalt that we took out, and what we do is we get a stone crushing machine as soon as possible. It's a machine with like 2 metal jars that just go together like this.
Oh yes.
Crushes this up, and then we have the exact same material as we use for the roads. And the administration here doesn't mind that we take the fresh asphalt. I mean, we just take it from where the potholes are, so it's not like they're missing anything.
No.
It goes back into maybe not this road, maybe another road, I don't know. But you know, this is an ex-Soviet country, they will understand this.
They will understand the situation. This is cool. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Show you a little place we used to go to all the time. Everybody did. See? Put everyone else out of business because that was the anchor store. Just like when Walmart never closes. You know? Everywhere. Just screwed. Nova Post number 1. Thank God we got 4 or 5 more. Andre gets bricks there, I know that, or he did. Just taking a detour in a better road, actually. I hope it's still a better road. Next stop, Chasov Yar. Hello. Hey. Oh my God, собачка heaven. Добрий собак. Дуже красив. Got a bit of a funny limp. Right, so this is the 3rd patrol we bought this year, and this one's caused nightmares for getting fixed. See, it's got the Yokos. There's pretty good tires. So glad I didn't have to buy those. Wish mine had leather seats. Yeah. This is good. See, and that's why you want to patrol, you know, because it's just, oh my God. Let's get ready. This is nice. So they do sell a 6-cylinder patrol in Europe, and I bought one for Azov. Well, no, I just gave this one to Tilde to give to Azov. She loves Azov. Oh yeah. This is a beast. You know, put me under a lot of stress, you know, to show the trucks, because Nika's truck went fast. Yaroslava's required a fair bit of work. This one required a lot of work, you know, and that's what happens when you buy a patrol. You're gonna have to spend a couple grand. I had to spend 5 grand on this one, but now it is. Benjamin.
Yeah.
Is that sausage?
It's beef.
It's beef for who?
For you.
can't you buy mints here?
It's typically watered down.
Yeah, they add loads of water.
Oh my god, is it for the dog?
No, of course not.
Is it for the dog? You're such a dick.
Shut up. Wow, you people are living a high life here, spending donation money on like posh mints.
We're mincing it ourselves.
Yeah, I like to do a bit of mincing around Kramatorsk. Hey, how are you? You all right? Yaroslava gave you the best dog in the world. Well, no, Masa is the best dog. Sorry.
Yaroslava.
I should have seen this before.
What?
Now this on user printer, right?
All right, so here's my instructions for you. All the drone components go to the drone house. I get a nice video for the patrol with you in it. With you in it.
Yep.
Hotties and trucks, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll see you when I see you.
What? Don't be so dramatic. You're coming back in like a week.
Yeah, but I'm going to Marines.
But you told me you would. Yes, this one. And then in the other Ranger, there's another one just like it. And please put it in the plastic folder.
Why do I have to take? Who's this go to?
Hasse.
Hasse.
You can go to Hasse. You can give that. Oh,
I want to meet his German wife. She's so nice.
She is so nice. She is.
Like we only text. Hasse, it's not weird in case you're listening. But you know what I mean.
No, she is actually wonderful. She is super great. I told him he was very lucky there, and he said yes, I was very lucky.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll leave you two to enjoy yourselves.
You know. No, but the 2 yellow papers, bring them to Hasse.
Bring them to Hasse in Stockholm.
Hasse is gonna do what neither of you
Have been capable to do yet.
Yeah, which is normal tasks for an adult.
Legalizing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do anything legal.
Well, not well, anyway. Shut up.
Do you know what I mean? I've turned the war into a soap opera. Anyway,
Anyway, please drive safe.
vi hörs mamma knullaren.
Oh, that's so rude. But please drive safe.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Puss puss.
Puss. And don't.
No, he's gonna give me. So I've got to bring 2 car documents to Stockholm,
Yeah.
and I don't need any document for my car to cross the border.
No. You just need the registration document, which should be in the glove compartment.
Hope to God.
Check.
And are the Polish gonna screw me on the way back? It's an empty van. How can they?
They actually it should be totally fine because it's crossed the border successfully a lot of times.
And I can cross any border?
Yeah. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Hold on. Just like.
What are you doing?
Just like literally everything. It's. Do you know who would be so jealous of this?
I don't know. Like a lot of people, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I know. Why did I give all mine away?
It's really nice. I give some of those actually. Well, most of those are very special.
Oh, good thing I'm not a sentimental person. Let's sort out these documents because we've got a shit show. Ben Paramedic. So you see this little place. It's called Valky. Not really a special place, but an interesting place for me. So 5 of us come from Sweden here to Ukraine together, and 4 of them in Poland say, oh well, we'll stay and we'll wait for the Swedish group that's coming in 2 days. And they're talking about the group that was coming. We're going to set up a forward operating base and prepare, and I was like, listen, there'll be 3 months just deciding what type of wallpaper, you know, a Swedish forward operating base in Poland. And I had this contact through my buddy Royce that he was in the PPCLI, and well, we served together at the infantry school in Canada. Not seen him in years. He went on to the Seesaw Special Operations. Great guy. He says, yeah, I know this old Patricia. Like, one of those guys who was like in Germany in the 80s, and he's there. So that was my way in to Ukraine, and I thought I'd join Paul. What was his name? Paul Hughes. Hugs. Now, a lot of people like to shit on Paul, and Paul's. I'm going to try to stop saying the F word. Paul's crazy, batshit crazy. Shit don't count as swear. But he's still here to this day, so you've got to give him a lot of credit for that. I thought I'd do this humanitarian stuff. So there's me, there's Sam Nui, bless his soul, and he was trying to get into Azov because his brother Dan Nui was an ex-para, and he fought with the YPG and all this, and you know, Sam admired his brother, but we thought we'd do all this humanitarian stuff. And there was me, him, there was JB, the Frenchman. He's with Civdiv now, if you know, for a YouTuber, if that's relevant. And JB and I, and this other Canadian guy, Drew, friends with Rebecca. He pulled a Ukrainian wife and went home, as you do. Yeah, we go on this humanitarian run for Paul with this crazy Frenchman and his Russian girlfriend. And it's vital humanitarian work. I think it was like 60 hours round trip, like continuous driving with this guy Marco, who was, I don't know, military police, like reserve 20 years ago in Canada. Very bizarre guy. You know, I'll call him out any day. And they want to wear helmets and armored plates from Lviv all the way to Balki. Yeah, this town. Balki, outside of Kharkiv, and it's the biggest shitstorm ever. And when we get there, we go to the hospital, and we're bringing used clothes and diapers and nappies, and we got to get loads of photos, which I do now very well, I think, compared to anybody, to most people. And I was like, they don't need any of this shit. And this shitty old Transit and their little Peugeot car, like, you know, it didn't need to be. And then someone says, you know, we can go get civilians out of Kharkiv. There's loads of people looking to leave. You know, this first 3 weeks of the war. And Paul's like, yeah, go get them, go save them. It's like, how recent is your intel? It's like, I talked to a guy who went there this morning to pick people up and leave. Yeah, go and get loads of photos and stuff. And we're all like, yeah, go save civilians. And Paul's Ukrainian backers wouldn't allow it because of vehicle insurance. And this guy, Dennis, he said he would call the police and report the car stolen. Anyway, it was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit. And we're delivering used clothes, nappies, and whatever else. And then you got all these Geneva Convention Red Cross cars just parked there, nice and fancy. And we go to the nicest restaurant, and Paul's Marco from Canada spends the company credit card and buys us the most expensive food, and he's drinking wine with his local Ukrainian handler. And it's like, what an amazing job we did. And then on the drive back to Lviv, we got to drive to some obscure town where he needs to buy these special army boots for $300. Do you know what? I was done with it. I was like, called up the Swedes, who had then come and said, screw that place, and joined Hospitallers. They're like, can I be a driver? It's like, no, do you want to be a gunner? I'm like, Anyway, I don't know what Paul's doing now. He's got a good heart. But the whole humanitarian shit show, somebody smarter than me has got to write a book and methodically explain the humanitarian shit show, so people stop throwing their money at, oh, we have to help with this, we have to help with that, oh, we got to save the rhinos, you know what I mean? Oh, we got to save the autistic trans children. It's like, Ukraine. It's God, if I had had an Instagram account and a YouTube account before the war, and then gone and done like the insignificant things I did, you know, I'd have 1 million followers now. Anyway, on the road again. Sabir is everywhere, going east, going west. Sabir is everywhere and near, and also queer. Very decent. Not bad. That's a wog, baby. Russians will never find Kyiv. Yes. I got one of those. Best small van in its class. Harley's had one for like 3-4 years, and it would stay in Poland. He'd fly over, you know, sometimes, or drive a vehicle over, and then cross over that way. And anyway, he's real broke up. He gave it away to someone, but like that's his favorite vehicle. You can't go wrong with a Vito. Cannot go wrong with a Vito, especially 2009 and before. Before car companies just started making everything worse and worse and worse, you know. I love diesel. There's nothing sexier than a diesel to me, you know, a good, reliable diesel engine, Japanese or German. Yes, sir. Now we're back to civilization. It's kind of mesmerizing, you know, when you look at Kyiv. Here's an interesting one. Sabir does everything. That's a total craft job on that family van. This is why I never forget Sabir. You cannot go anywhere in this country from Lviv to Zero and not see Sabir. There should be a statue to him someday. And birds would shit on it. Maybe. So go flat white, and I got a Perejok, and this is cherry. Oh, Ukraine is the king of cherry. Cherry's my favorite. I can't eat cherry Haribo anymore because of my stomach, but anyway. I'm in Hipsterstan here in Podil, but I'm going to meet Yaroslava in about an hour. She's going to help me get more eco flows. Do the in-car thing, you know? Her sister's wedding was last night, so they let her come home for that. That's really good. People, the longer they serve, you'll get things like that. You get to come home for weddings or funerals, if it can possibly be allowed, you know? So, it's good. Right, they don't like you filming in these shops, but Ukraine's loaded with them. And this one isn't like retard money, like, shit, when I remember the name, I'll let you know. Abrams in Kyiv. They sell like the best of everything, but it's like retard price. If you're Swedish, it's like Terang. You're being shit. But this place is like, 5.11 is the most I want to pay for my clothes. Like a pair of trousers, so these are like 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old 5.11s, you know. I'm happy with them, but you can buy the ones with the right pockets, with the ripstop, so they last like a few years. And yeah, this is where you get it. I'm not paying like Crytek, you know, I don't have that money. But anyway, you got to watch out for a lot of the Vistor. Vistor is like army surplus store, and even the smallest town has 4. I mean, in Le Mans the other day they have 2, and it's like 15 k's from the Russians. You can go to Lviv, you can go to posh ones, you can go to these really cheap, nasty ones. So buy the minimum requirement, but buy good if you can. Right, so there you go. Got my new jeans. So that's me really. Basically, if you want to know how Brandon rocks at Civvy, grey t-shirts, green t-shirts, brown t-shirts, black t-shirts, brown trousers, green trousers, 1 pair of blue jeans, and I got a pair of black jeans. But now I have 3 pairs of jeans in my life, because 1 pair's got like holes in them and stuff, so those are like work jeans, you know? And I like to keep it simple. I'm big into my microfiber or my merino wool underwear, because I told you for obvious reasons, and merino wool socks. I don't know if frugal is the right word, because like obviously I spend money on clothes, but like I don't want a brand name on my shirt or nothing. Like that's gopnik, you know what I mean? That's like rich. That's like nouveau rich, you know? I don't want to spend any money. Colombia, who cares? It works, you know? But I want things that last, you know? Like I feel like out of sync in the world here. I feel like when you buy things nowadays, they're not built as good as they used to be. Like, what's the term? Predetermined or inherent destruction. So it's like, the reason I only wear 5'11" jeans now, because I discovered it thanks to Rebecca. She's like 5'11". She should be a model for 5'11", you know? But it's really good quality, but it's the bottom price of good quality. So it's not the best quality, but it's like, you're gonna pay $100 for a pair of 5'11", but you're gonna get like 3-4 years out of it. You know, like these, I'm gonna wear these till like whenever, but they got holes in them, they still work, do you know? Anyway, that's my rant about quality. So while we're on about kit, so you got Sneagle here, okay? It's got a bit of dirt on it. I scrub everything up. It's not ripped apart like an infantry guy's, but Sneagle is really good. Max, his bag went through everything, you know, and it got blown up, and he's still using it in Poltava. This, just because like I'm associated with Sneagle, I got Agilite kind of sponsored me with a full loadout, you know, like I'm going to be a Civ Div or something. Agilite objectively is better than Sneagle. But how much does Agilite cost? That's Israeli. Sneagle's Swedish. They're both fantastic. I should do kit reviews if I get the right hashtag. I just got an idea while I'm waiting for Yaroslava. I've got a real good idea. I hate cobblestone streets. They should rip them all up, get rid of them. But Brandon, we need to keep the old stuff. Like, we don't need anything old. The only old thing we need that is good from old, that works better, is diesel trucks without these new stupid DPF filters. Send them all to us. And here you go. Everyone who visits Ukraine has to come here on Kramatorsk. These bumpy ass roads. Basically, if anybody comes to Ukraine, of course you're going to come to Kyiv, and if you're going to come to Kyiv, you're going to come here. And yeah, this is it. This is like Brandon style showing you. See, like, when I go places, I do no research and make an ass out of myself. I can tell you a little bit about this place. I've probably spent a total of 7-8 weeks in Kyiv, I think. Maybe. 6 no less. So there's your Maidan, there's your Hotel Ukraine, which is a dump. That's where Joe stayed. Yeah, that's noticeably bigger with the flags. And this is the only supermarket opened like anywhere during like Battle of Kyiv, because it's underground right here. There's an underground shopping mall. That was the only ATM I could find. And now we go up to St. Michael's. I'll show you. And Joe Biden's been there. Everybody, Boris Johnson, the who's who. And I was there before all of them. I lived there. Yes, sir. Now we got to find a way. Ooh, can't park in there no more. I really like this stuff, if I'm honest.